Hello friends, I'm Pastor John, pastor of Sellersburg United Methodist Church, and this is What's Up Wednesday for March 5th, 2025. Today is a very special day in our church. Today is known as Ash Wednesday. And so Ash Wednesday, kind of a weird name if you haven't heard of it before, but it is the beginning of the season of Lent. And the season of Lent in traditional church history is a time of preparation leading up to Easter. And because Easter changes dates every single year, Ash Wednesday has to move along with it. So 6.5 weeks before Easter on a Wednesday is Ash Wednesday every year. Ashes come from remembering that we come from ashes, we come from the dust of the ground, and that we shall return to that dust, and that all we have here on earth is not ours, but is a gift from God. And so it's a time of remembering that kind of thing, and often Lent is seen as a time of fasting, a time of giving up, and we'll be talking about that tonight in our Ash Wednesday service. So a lot of things going on this week. We're beginning with our Young at Heart Luncheon, which is in just a little while. Today, starting at 11:30 a.m., anyone's welcome to come and join in this wonderful meal with them. And then after the meal, they will be working on kits for X0. X0 is a mission that is down in Jeffersonville and does wonderful outreach with homeless and other marginalized groups. And so they have a couple of kits, gallon-sized Ziploc bags that are filled with different items, depending on the different kinds of kits. And they've been collecting those items and getting them all ready. And so hopefully today after lunch, they'll be assembling those kits and be able to take some down to the X0 mission. And so looking forward to that today. Then tonight we'll be having choir practice, except choir practice will be at half an hour later in order to fit with the worship service. So choir is normally every Wednesday night from 5 to 6, but tonight it will be 5:30 to 6:30. And so would still love to have anybody here and be a part of that. They're working on songs, preparing for Easter and for later in Lent. And so would love to have you here and be a part of that singing. The reason it's it's a half an hour later is because we will be having tonight an Ash Wednesday service, and that will be at 7 p.m. And so we're inviting all the church and community to come and be a part of that. It's a good way to begin the season of Lent, to remember what Lent is about, and to receive ashes as a symbol of our humanity and our need for God's presence and love and care and nurture in our lives. And so would love to have you out here. I know the weather is not a little shaky for today. It's raining even now this morning and a little bit, so I'm not sure what the rest of the day will provide or how it will be. But if you can get out, would love to have you be here and be a part of that, either choir and worship service or at least the 7 p.m. Ash Wednesday worship service. That leads us on then to the next event is Friday. We're in week 2 of our new study in Friday morning Bible study, which is The Grace of Les Miserables. And so it's based on the book and the musical Les Mis that you may have heard of before. And we're having a lot of fun talking about that story and seeing how that relates to our relationship with God. And it's a very intrinsic story. I mean, it really connects with Christianity. And so it's a wonderful study and a wonderful way to do that. Friday morning Bible study meets every Friday morning at 10 a.m. So we meet from 10 to about 11:30 a.m. We'd love to have you be a part of that. Even if you know you missed week 1, you're still more than welcome to join us and be a part of that. That leads us back then to the men's breakfast. That's every Saturday morning between 8:30 and 8:45. They gather, have some breakfast. It's all different kinds of breakfast, depending on some days it's donuts. Some days it's egg casseroles. Some days it's all kind of different things. So it's just a great variety, but that's just one of the reasons why we come together. We come together also to have a time of sharing prayer concerns and praying for them. And then we have a lovely discussion after that on different topics and about Christianity and how it affects and plays into our daily lives. So it's a really good time to come together that's the men's group every Saturday morning, 8:30 to 8:45, start and finish about 10. That then leads us, of course, back into worship on Sunday morning, where we have Sunday school for all ages, including 3 adult Sunday school classes. They all start at 9 a.m., and then we come in here for worship at 10:15 a.m. And so that's a big thing, a big part about what's going on this week. We're starting, of course, with Lent, beginning today with Ash Wednesday. We're starting a whole new sermon series called Choose Love, which is about theodicy. And we're going to talk about what theodicy is, and it's in worship on this Sunday, but it's mostly about how we can have a good God and still have evil in our world, and how does that work, and why is that the way things are. And so that's the entire Lenten season is going to be talking about theodicy, that study of evil, and where it comes from, and why it's here, and why it's a part of our life and a part of God's creation. So it's something that I think hits at the heart of where a lot of people are and the questions they have about Christianity and about God. So I hope you can be here and be a part of that sermon series as well. Next week, I'm working on a special What's Up Wednesday for you, but I will not be here in town. I'm leaving literally right after church on Sunday and won't be back until Saturday, the following Saturday. So won't be missing any Sunday mornings, but I will not be here during the week next week. So the Bible studies won't be happening. The Wednesday night Bible study or the Friday morning Bible study will be on break next week, not this week. We still have another Friday morning this week on the 7th, but we will not be meeting next week for either one of those because I will be out of town. So just wanted to give you that kind of a heads up and let you know. But otherwise, that's what's up this Wednesday. I hope that you are able to get out and to be a part of either the Young at Heart lunch or our choir practice or Ash Wednesday today. I know, like I said, the weather's a little not being friendly with us today, but would still love you to be a part of that. So otherwise, have a great day and a blessed week.